સિમ જય જયકાર હો. ભગવાનના સિમ જય જયકાર, સિમ જય જયકાર હો. ભગવાનના સિમ જય જયકાર હો. ભગવાનના સિમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના સિમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ 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 જય જયકાર, ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર, ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના
Sachidanand Pulinanandji, Rajnikant Bhai, Kashyap
Jai
Bhai, Lalita
Satchidanand.
Bean.
Jai Satchidanand.
Yes.
Jai Satchidanand Pulinanandji.
जय सचिन।
Can you do Srimanta, please?
हाँ। नमो वीतरागाय,
Namo
Namo
Vitragai,
Vitragai,
नमो वरिहंताणम,
Namo
Namo
Arihantanam,
Arihantanam,
नमो सिद्धाणम,
Namo
Namo
Siddhanam,
Siddhanam,
नमो आयरियाणम,
Namo
Namo Ayariyam,
Ayariyanam,
नमो वज्जायाणम,
Namo
Namo
Vajrayam,
Vajjayanam,
नमो लोये सव साहुणम,
Namo
Namo
Loe
Loe Savasahunam,
Savasahunam,
ऐसो पंचन मुक्कारो,
Eso
Eso
Pancho
Panchan Mukkaro,
Mukaro,
सव पाव पनासनो,
Savaka
Tapapavappanasano,
Asano,
मंगलाणंच सव्वेसें,
Mangalanam,
Mangalanam Chasavesam,
Sabvisin,
परमं हवै मंगलम।
Paramam,
Paramam Havai
Havai
Mangalam.
Mangalam.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya,
Vasudevaya.
ओम नमः शिवाय।
Om
Om
Namah
Namah
Shivaya.
Shivaya.
जय सच्चिदानंद।
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand.
Kashyap Bhai, you had one question. We couldn't get it. You want to do it now?
No, I just want to tell that I'm continuing with the Pratikraman, and question which is suitable for the English right now is not there, but I will tell let others give the chance.
Okay. Okay, Lalita Ben?
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
I have a short one to share. It's really nice. And Pulinanandji, I would like you to expand on that.
Okay.
डॉक्टर राधे इज आस्किंग दादा, आपके वातावरण में हम रहेंगे तो हमारा तो अहंकार बहुत जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा, है ना? दादाश्री, ज्ञान मिलने के पर अहंकार तो खत्म हो गया, ये डिस्चार्ज अहंकार है, वो अहंकार खत्म नहीं होता, समझ बढ़ती है, दर्शन दिखना बढ़ता जाता है। डॉक्टर राधे, मैंने अपने जीवन में इसका बहुत सही तरह से अनुभव किया है। दादाश्री, आप 300 घंटे के लिए हमारे पास आ जाइए, फिर फुल हो जाएगा। पूर्ण चंद्र। So I have personally experienced a little bit of this, that yes, my samaj is increasing, and I just want you to expand on how that happens.
You see, on getting initiated by Gnan and having this self-realization in belief that, yes, I am the pure soul, I am not the name bearer. So gradually, we start practicing the five agnas. Then, peace or true happiness lies within, it is not outside. That conviction develops, and the chit vrittis, which were outward bound, normally would go out, would gradually stop going out and they start coming inside. So the chit becomes pure day by day, slowly. So one is the physical going out, and the other is Gnan Darshan, the Gnan Shuddhikaran, or the purification of knowledge and vision takes place. In the sense, gradually we start realizing that Vyavasthit is the karta, I am not the karta, others is not the karta. Then we start realizing that file one is separate, I am separate.
Mhm.
So clashes, then adamancy,
Mhm.
obstinacy, adai,
Mhm.
uh, all those gradually start diminishing
Mhm.
because the true vision that happiness is inside, no point in clashing with people, all
Mhm.
those things develop. Now,
Mhm.
this development is development of the samaj or
Mhm.
understanding. So as the understanding develops, the samaj develops, the darshan starts becoming pure and pure.
Mhm.
And then that is backed up by experience.
Mhm.
We, yes, yeah, feel that that's right. No point
Mhm.
in clashing with people. Things anyway fall in place. Vyavasthit, when the time ripens, things fall in place.
Mhm.
Vyavasthit is the doer. So
Mhm.
we start becoming more calm.
Mhm.
Then our inner enemies like anger, pride,
Mhm.
uh, deceit, and greed, they gradually reduce. In fact, they are tapering down because new
Mhm.
charges are not there, but whatever has been charged, those
Mhm.
parmanus come, we don't accept them, we don't become engrossed or tanmayakar with them, and then
Mhm.
they come, give their effect, and go away.
Mhm.
So all this process of pudgal purification is taking place. The
Mhm.
discharge file number one purification is taking place.
Mhm.
So in a way, the soul is getting anavaran, or opened
Mhm.
up. The
Mhm.
coverings are getting removed.
Mhm.
Now, this is what gives us the experience of samajh बढ़ रहा है.
Mhm.
This gives what experience of जागृति बढ़ रही है.
Mhm.
And that is where spiritual growth is taking place.
Okay.
So the discharge ahankar, Dada said that आपका अहंकार तो गया. That means the charge
Mhm.
ahankar has gone.
Mhm.
Charge ahankar, what is charge ahankar? Charge ahankar is nothing but the wrong belief that I am the name bearer.
Mhm.
So that has gone. And the discharge part, which is required for the functioning of the Prakriti, file number
Mhm.
one,
Mhm.
that remains. That
Mhm.
remains. So, as that also diminishes. That I
Mhm.
said na, that darshan बढ़ता है अहंकार नहीं. So
Mhm.
that the discharge ahankar as it gradually reduces. He says na, for that you have to remain for 300 hours in my contact.
Presence.
Yeah. So that's sort of a benchmark that if to graduate, you spend 4 years in college.
Mhm.
So then even to understand this science, you need to spend time with me.
It is
So
not a process of aging, is it? Or that improves your maturity. It's not the time factor alone. I mean, time does it play a part in it, or is it just?
time is just a rough thing that you must spend that much time with me.
Mhm.
Essentially, even if you don't spend that much time, but if you do the Purusharth and
Uh-huh.
remove the wheels of ignorance on the soul, then that also will help you a
No,
lot.
no, no, not time with Dada. Time
Ah,
as like my aging process. Is that what does that contribute anything to the maturity of
no,
understanding?
no, no, no.
Okay.
I may age with my own old set of discharge beliefs.
Uh-huh.
I will not move even an 1 inch in Gnan.
That's true. That's true.
I may not progress in Gnan if I don't let go of my old beliefs. This is right and this is where it should be done. How we can do like this is injustice, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You know. So letting go of old beliefs, that is what is called as potapano.
Okay.
That is what leads to maturity.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where, so there, for some who are Purusharth oriented, they may advance mature in Gnan in a
Mm-hmm.
shorter period of time.
Okay.
Some may take more time to come to that level,
Mm-hmm.
depending on the intensity of Purusharth and depending on
Mm-hmm.
the amount of ignorance he has brought with him, wrong
Mm-hmm.
beliefs he has brought with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination of the two. If wrong beliefs are very high, then he required high Purusharth. But wrong beliefs are less, a little more Purusharth, then it squares off very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So aging is, what, a natural maturity that no point in clashing, no point in this
That
thing, just let go.
Mar Khake,
Anyway,
you
this
have
is
learned your
temporary.
lessons.
You learn the lessons the hard way. That anyway, life is fleeting, it's
Mhm.
temporary. Then for what am I insisting on things?
Mhm.
जो भी है, whatever I have, I'm going to leave it in this world here
Mhm.
only and then go ahead.
Mhm.
Why am I after materialistic possessions or
Mhm.
insisting that this is the way it should be? So that type of right samyak buddhi,
Mhm.
the good intellect develops.
Mhm.
It is that maturity is
Mhm.
at the level of the intellect
Mhm.
where you see the pros and cons, the advantages of
Mhm.
living of things.
Mhm.
So that may also take place. That may also take place.
Mhm.
But that has nothing to do with age. I just to share a few days ago, one Mahatma brought his very aged uncle who
Mhm.
was staying abroad, say, I think Canada,
Mhm.
and he had issues that uncle and auntie, very old,
Mhm.
he must be 90 plus something, but
Mhm.
he could still walk with a walking stick and could listen
Mhm.
very well, had a good
Mhm.
understanding and all. Not that he had
Mhm.
degenerated mentally. He and his
Mhm.
wife came back that we are having trouble with they're staying with their son and daughter-in-law and
Mhm.
grandchildren.
Mhm.
But there we are always, tied up to our room. We don't
Mhm.
get food properly. And we're not getting along very well with the daughter-in-law or her
Mhm.
behavior
Mhm.
for quite a number of years.
Mhm.
So the Mahatma felt that my uncle is in trouble. Let me bring him with Aptabodra. Maybe some solution may emerge. They had also
Mhm.
come with their son also. So
Mhm.
just to get the other side of the coin. And the son said, I really don't have much this thing. I didn't know that you were suffering so much. But
Mhm.
the uncle said, yes, yes, I never brought it to your notice.
Mhm.
And we were just doing it. Now, mind you, at such an old, ripe age, still the right understanding didn't go his ego. Then I told him many things,
Mhm.
that this is your age, now what are you doing? Why not you generate inner happiness? And many, many things that you can
Mhm.
square off this where you have this revenge, this antagonism with your daughter-in-law. If
Mhm.
you don't square it off this birth, then you will
Mhm.
carry forward it in the next birth.
Mhm.
Whatever misery is, if it don't resolve here, that will come in the next birth also.
Mhm.
Right now, you are suffering, you are having so much of mental
Mhm.
discomfort. Why don't you get out of this mental discomfort, square off your hisab, go with this thing? He understood when I told him who
Mhm.
is responsible. He said, my karma is responsible for what is happening
Mhm.
with me.
Mhm.
So that understanding also he had, being an Indian, he had that
Mhm.
understanding. So he had all the right understanding. This is my
Mhm.
karma, but this is my adjustment. Then I also tried to tell him why it is that you got such a daughter-in-law.
Mhm.
Then he said, yeah, it is my karma only.
Mhm.
So he had all the right understandings. And
Mhm.
I told him that you can come out of this. It's very simple. I
Mhm.
can give you all the solutions. But first, you must feel that you want to come out of it.
Mhm.
So I tried to explain to him from various angles how he can come out of all this. But he still could not give up his belief. I am right and my daughter-in-law is wrong. I have done so much, she is still not agreeing. So the way
Mhm.
we have, we have suffered, हमने सहन किया है, हम
Mhm.
सहन करेंगे, चुप बैठने का बस इसका यही सॉल्यूशन है. अभी
Mhm.
कितने साल बाकी है, निकाल देंगे.
Mhm.
Then I
Pakkad.
told, you can separate only. You can say separately if you feel
Mhm.
so suffocated. You can go in old age home. Many options were there.
Mhm.
No, अभी क्या करने का है? So, long and short of what I'm trying to say is, such a mature person, such a ripened age, he knows he's going to pass away. Still, he could not let go that I am right and she is wrong, and and I want to square off this revenge and this bitter antagonism that is taking place in this thing.
Tough,
So
tough.
the point was that the aging also does not
Yeah.
have, it is because of Dada's Gnan, our
Mhm.
ego is getting subdued, the discharge,
Mhm.
Ahankar is getting subdued. Thus, if we don't have this Gnan, it is not very easy to give up. Not very easy. We say adjust
Yeah.
everywhere. We say
You're
takraw
100%
kariye.
right. They
But it
just
is
cannot.
not possible for a non-Mahatma. His ego will
Yes.
not permit that. His buddhi will not permit that.
No, they'll always come back with but, I'm right.
Ah, how do you justify that? But you are not right. So for that's where the spiritual development comes, the upadan comes. If a person has got some amount of spiritual maturity, then he can take what's right from a Gnani Purush, from the Gnani point of view. So, because of this self-realization in the Gnan Vidhi, we are now not in favor of our discharge intellect, not in favor of our discharge ego. We are in favor of going to moksha. We are in favor of letting go things, clearing of accounts, setting of karmas. That is where the maturity is there. And for that one other thing I have observed is that it is necessary for Mahatmas to come in, to have to face some sort of hardships, some difficulties in life. Now, when you come across some difficulties, you will remember Dada more, you will practice the agnas more, and you will do more Purusharth. And that is what will really push you up spiritually. But if things are rosy, the discharge karmas are also very good, good punya and things like that, then there's a tendency to stay put in the prakriti, stay put in the comfort zone of punya, relative punya, that is.
There's no incentive.
There is no incentive to use the Gnan. So that is what Dada said. Hardships is a vitamin of the soul, and comfort zone is the vitamin of the body, Prakriti. सुख है देनो विटामिन है दुख है आत्मा विटामिन हाँ. So for Mahatmas also, for that push. In fact, I was just reading a little bit of that Athraman Tado booklet yesterday, and he said, people say that Bhagwan મને આગળ લઈ ગયા, God has taken me high. Just worldly it matters. I say it is not God, it is your hardships which take you up. Your vision that develop that progresses a person. So takrav, the clashes are necessary. That is for a non-Mahatma, that is of course. And for us also, a little bit of difficulties are necessary as an incentive to use the Gnan. And once you use the Gnan becomes firm. We get formed up beyond our realization, understandings, mature. That's where the spiritual growth for all of us is.
It's true. I mean, I do feel, I mean, there's a lot of ahobhav. Dada, I mean, every day I think, what did I do to just get under the radar and come in your presence, Just every day I'm just in awe of Dada's Jnana and how it has just totally changed my life.
So that all comes when there's a change in our life and it has impacted our lives. And that impact really makes a difference when our suffering minimizes. Had we not had any suffering, we're all rosy-dosy, very good punya come in the relative field. I have seen a few Mahatmas who are good people basically. Things are going very well on all the fronts in terms of career, good job, good income, good health, good family settings and all, no clashes anywhere. Then they are not much motivated to do Purusharth. Things are happy, they will do Vidhi, Arti,
That's right.
and that's it. Occasionally attend Satsang and that's it. Nothing wrong, but I'm just saying that how Uday karma or different types of discharge karmas motivate or instigate Mahatmas.
Yes.
And in order that we don't get stuck in this, Dada Bhagwan has very clearly given us this Nischay Vyavahar Charan Vidhi, wherein he has told that this much you must do without fail. And there are many key sentences in that. One is all the Atmana Guna, what Chaitanya thanks for. And one is what is my intention for the future. That, Hum Kshane Kshane Sadai Sarvatha. May every moment to moment I live in the pure soul awareness and not get engrossed in the Prakriti. So that's an intent, Dada is saying, that now you also put this intent so that also fructifies. That is essentially separation basically. Then man vachan kayani apna je researchta, your vritti, that means your chit vritti be my chit vritti, your drashti, your vision be my vision, your gnan darshan charitra and sukh, knowledge, vision, charitra, gnata drashta and happiness be my gnan darshan charitra and sukh. So Dada has clearly told us that ye bhi rakho, this bhavna is also required. That is the target in future. That is a spiritual goal, sort of, that you have to achieve this.
Correct.
Ah.
Correct.
So that is the motivation, that is the motivation. Now,
Mm-hmm.
because we have received this Gnan by the grace of the Gnani Purush, we have not put in any efforts.
Mm.
So
That's
that
true.
now how to latch on to that grace, how to see to it that that grace survives,
Mm-hmm.
fructifies, and
Mm-hmm.
grows.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is why he had to give the fifth Agna also.
Mm-hmm.
Baba said, if this Gnan was there in the fourth era, Chotha Arama, then in that birth itself, you would have got Keval Gnan and the first two Agnas were sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
But this is in the fifth era where we have brought a lot of minus mark or a lot of Kashais and Mo also is there in the Prakriti. For
Mm-hmm.
that, you have to give the third, fourth Agnas, where squaring of the relative matters. Third and fourth
Mm-hmm.
Agnas operate in the relative world, while
Mm-hmm.
Sambhavani
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. So, and he had to give specifically the fifth Agna, Shuddhatmana Khatama Rakam Jama Karo. In the book of the pure soul, do something and
Exactly.
for your pure
Exactly.
soul.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, others people are, ठीक है ज्ञान ले लिया, खाओ पियो मजा करो टीवी देखो, that would have just gone away. Haywire. And that is why that 300 hours came. I think he
Mm-hmm.
has coined this specifically for Americas, whenever he had
Uh-huh.
come in. Because that was a very brief duration people had with the Dada. Na?
Exactly. Like
In
I
India,
mean,
Dada is available, but America, just a few days or few hours here and there.
mm-hmm.
So he had to just give a benchmark. It's a rough benchmark that you must be 300%. So that my sheer presence, my purity motivates you, instigates you, and rubs into you. My happiness, my awareness. This is my end spiritual target. All those things rub into you. And then it becomes your goal, your spiritual destiny that, yes, I want to achieve this happiness or
Mm-hmm.
this state of separateness.
Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jai
Hey,
Sachidanand.
I want to share before we go to question by Pulinanandji. We
Ji, please.
discuss about the non-Mahatmas. I live in a Indian community here, 143 families. And each one is very high intellect, they're successful in business, lot of money. So, and I'm the president of the Homeowners Association. So dealing with these people, it is just mind-boggling because, like you said, they have answers to everything. They couldn't question the hell out of everything. And they just, like you say, I am right. And Rajni, you need to figure out something. I'm right. So I go through that every day, especially in a meeting when I have the board meeting, they just I'm right, and that's it. You are not doing this. So it's a big test for these people to just say, hey, and hold on to, like you said, hold on to our Agna, Sambhavanika, Vyavasthit Shakti, and then try to be prepared to answer their question and counteract with facts and figures. So this is just mind-boggling, like you discussing, to deal with them. It's very, very tough.
Yeah, because you see, their ego and intellect, the ego is live, na? And the intellect
Yeah,
also. So for them, it's a major thing. Pride, man is a very big thing.
yeah,
They have been receiving man in their respective relative fields, say business or money or respect. So they can't let go their
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but it is, this is a test for the grant. That's a good test for me for the grant.
yeah, you have to go with all your agnas in
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Kashyap.
Yeah, a few things. First of all, you told about the why I understood that. I understand that we have to change our vision and from the faulty to faultless. So regarding the experience Dadaji told about his vision about the thieves, that how he can see the thieves as faultless. They are the sewer of the society. So means to see the faultless. Like that, I would like to know how Dadaji was seeing the faultless when, like, for example, in Gujarat also there were riots, Hindu-Muslim riots, At that time, can you please elaborate how Dadaji used to see these incidents, and tell the Aputras and Mahatmas to also see, like, for example, I gave the how the thieves he saw as faultless, and even he said that they are needed, so like that, how, please elaborate on that, the
नहीं, it
rights,
is
the rights.
हाँ rights में well I was not there at that time whenever he may have commented on that, but the global vision that Dada had, that whatever is happening, one, it's part of Vyavasthit. Number two, whoever is doing the rights now, they are doing it with because of their understanding of right and wrong. And number three, it is a result of previous where, I don't know what we'll call where revenge type of thing, Hindus have a bad opinion or feelings for the Muslims, and Muslims have the same thing for Hindus. So that revenge was playing out, a very old revenge, since if I may say so, since independence or since partition, that antagonism has gradually built up, has been sustained and being nurtured. So Dada would see it, because of that, this type of karma is playing out in the minds of the Muslims as well as playing out in the minds of the Hindus. And that discharge karmas motivate or instigating them towards this violence and in their belief, self-protection of their communities. That if I don't stand up, then I will be finished. So Dada would see that this is all wrong understanding which is playing out, and this is the discharge prakriti part of Vyavasthit. And as we have discussed in our previous satsangs also, that violence was also occurring during the time of Tirthankaras also. There used to be wars between kings, kingdoms, and things like that. And they always had that vision that this is part of karmas. So the same thing, Dada knew it. And Dada knew that this is the fifth era, so where this will be at a very high scale. Small thing triggers up, boils down people, and then they really go for each other's lives and things like that. So he had this global vision, and he could take it equanimously. That means he could take it with Vitaragda. And that Vitaragda was what would rub into Mahatmas. And Dada was unperturbed by that. And in that also, Dada said, Jino Jino Hisab ase, whosoever is karmic account will be there, only he will suffer or will bear the brunt of this Hindu Muslim riots. Those who have not done anything wrong will not get hurt in the process. So, and Dada said, we have to remain Vitarag. We cannot be this. Just like Tirthankar, he had Karuna for all, the one murdering and the one getting murdered both. So same way Dada had this Karuna. He had the global vision, yes, that this is ultimately it's all the Prakrutis at play. The Shuddhatma is pure soul in both the communities. So the Prakrutis are playing out according to discharge karma, according to the Kali Yuga effect. So this was as far as rights go, and on the same note, if I may just add one more thing, that once people answer there's so much of corruption, so much of suffering in India, politically people were exploiting uh, on caste base, dividing the Indian society on castes and reserved caste and upper caste, and just to get votes and vote banks and things like that, and a lot of corruption, wrongdoings and all. So Dada said, okay, all this is part of the natural process, that this is going to increase, and a time will come when everything will get washed away or squared off. So Dada said, before I construct a new building, the old building has to be demolished. So nature is doing the demolishing part of the wrong things, and in all fields, in the relative field, spiritual field, everywhere. all the undesirable elements or thought processes are getting cleansed out. So they will fight, and then ultimately all will get subside. Everything will subside. And then the new building, new thought process, new vision of quality of life, new vision spiritually, that where is true happiness and what really God wants to say. All those things will emerge. So he was very cool, and he felt that abhi to, all this should go up. There will be world wars, there will be natural calamities, the population of the world will drastically reduce, and then everything will come up. And people will come to India to understand how to live a good life and what is true spiritualism or religion. So all that he knew, he had the global vision many years down the line. That's how he says, okay, good. What's happening is in the best interest of the world. So he had that global vision, the minor vision of Prakriti is playing out, the other vision of it's part of Vyavasthit, and now a good era is going to come. Although this is the fifth, this thing, Kali Yuga, fifth era, but for the coming, say, some years now, he had mentioned 300, 400, sometimes 1,000 also. So for some years, so many years, a very good quality of life will come in India. Satyug જેવું વાતાવરણ થઈ જશે. Like Satyug environment will be there. And so we are all waiting. If you ask me, okay, when that materializes, and let us see that golden period of India and Indian values and true spiritualism or true religion, non-violence, love for each other, all that we see in practice.
You
Yeah,
said that you are like in violence, and you are not able to, last time you said you are not able to see the you're only seeing the negative side of the person. That is the problem, so you're not able to see the positive side. So that is what I thought, because whenever what happens is, whenever we hear about the violence and all that, so immediately what happens is that those who are committing the violence in the news and all, we hear. So immediately that person who is committing the violence, we consider them as faulty. For first, we are unable to see, like you said, the positive in that. Like one point you just now said that that is clearing up of things, because of the old foundation, that can be considered as a positive thing, which I understand for the intellect and for the mind, that this is a positive thing. So take it positively. Is it correct?
I mean, what I meant last time was that what happens is typically news, say TV or newspaper, generally they thrive on all sensationalism. And that comes typically from all negative news, all the robbery, murder, violence against women, and all that stuff. So they keep on bombarding people with that because that's what gets them eyeballs, or that's what gets them viewership, basically. The good news are just very far and few. So what I meant was that although all the negative things, because we are bombarded by the negative things, there are few, whatever, I don't know what to call it, but sometimes in the mobile or something, we get good news also. That means how India is progressing in the relative field, say astronomy, our rockets and our Chandrayaan, or our telecommunications. So we focus on the good things also that is happening to keep away from the influence. And the best thing is to just reduce reading, seeing, watching such negative things. If it is impacting us to a great extent and we are feeling disturbed by that. That's why I said to counter this thing, because the media survives on negative news and sensationalism. I've seen, occasionally, once I had gone to Mahatma's house and all, there he would play around with the news. Some news channel was going on in his home on TV, and a lot of halla hulla on all fastu things, according to us. But that's where people enjoy. So you keep away from such news, see some good things, the positive things, because it is impacting you very deeply and you're getting disturbed. So we should balance it out. The global vision is, it will taper down. ये सब होके खत्म हो जाएगा.
Hmm. Right.
So
And
focus our energy in the positive. Not only for this news or you. I am saying in general that the Bhagwan has told us positive drashti, even for our own personal selves or our personal lives. The three, four things not going my way in the relative world. Look at the three, four things going my way. That my karma is getting exhausted. I'm progressing towards moksha or whatever the positive things. Oh, I don't have money, but I have a good family relationships. Something. So the other says, see what you have in the relative and then focus on the positive and go ahead. Don't get entangled in the negative aspect of your personal life also. Positive drashti is a very big thing. And essentially, it is there to pacify the intellect. It is there to pacify the intellect, which seeks, answers and which feels injustice is taking place to personally or me or maybe in society. That to counteract that intellectual sound or noise or intellectual voice is to show the positive, see the positive, see the positive. And then Dada Bhagwan quoted Lord Mahavira also, that the Lord Mahavira preached his disciples that when you go out for bhiksha and if someone hits you, what will you do? Okay, never mind, I'm live. Someone cuts one hand, never mind, I've got the other hand. So focus on what has remained with you and not on what you have lost. And then that positive drashti is a number of examples. If there's a robbery, then see what has remained, what has not gone. Houses burned down, what has remained, what has gone down. So in all dimensions, focus on the positive so that your own intellect, our own intellect, does not pinch us on the loss. Array, this is gone, this is gone, this is gone, this is gone. Yes, what is gone will not come by pondering on it. So focus on this is there, this is there, this is there. So focusing on the positive draws you away from the focus on the negative, on focus on the
The
loss.
intellect immediately on hearing any violence news, it will say that person is for immediate first reaction will
Ah,
be the
ah.
intellect. That person is wrong. That person
Wrong,
is wrong.
right.
Wrong. That comes, So that wrong and right immediately it comes,
Yeah, I understand
Opposite.
because that is the worldly right and wrong, but the
Yeah.
nature's right and wrong is little different. And Dada said, Banyute Nyay, in nature, not for even a fraction of a second, not for even a fraction of a moment, injustice is taking place. Dada said,
Yes,
Jagat
you
Bhagwan,
sent, yeah, you
so
shared
this is the
that quote from
nature's
Banyuti
right
and
and
yeah,
wrong.
that was good. Yeah.
કે આ જગતમાં કિંચિત માત્ર પણ એક ક્ષણ માટે પણ અન્યાય થતો નથી.
Mm.
Not for a fraction of a moment, and injustice is taking place in this world. Now, this is the global right and wrong, or the global nature's right and wrong. Now, this only Vitrags understand very fully. For us, it takes time to align with that vision. But it is a
Hey,
fact. Ah,
Pulinanji,
ah,
I just want to share my experience. But in the meetings, I have to do the same thing today.
hmm,
He's right from his viewpoint, he's innocent, and I have to just regurgitate that before I try to respond to him. So that works because, then I'm not seeing his faults, that is
hmm,
wrong.
hmm. Yeah, basically, in such cases, I think that non-conflict discussions will take place when it is just with Vitaraka. If we are able to just put and logically that this is your viewpoint, this is my viewpoint, this your viewpoint has so much plus and minus these things issue or advantage, disadvantage. This viewpoint has so much advantage. So logic to logic, viewpoint to viewpoint, without getting biased. Oh, you are wrong. No, this viewpoint
Yeah,
is not suitable for the item under discussion, the point under
yeah,
discussion.
yes.
That is
Yeah,
that is the way Dada used to do it, and that's the way we have to do it.
yeah, that's how I have to balance it. Otherwise, because
Ah,
we are the board, right? We can decide whatever we want to do, irrespective of what the other people thinking. But we
hmm.
cannot do that, otherwise there'll be riots. So you to just try to gingerly balance.
You have to that. That's the only way. Huh? And most successful people, heads of organization. have this skill where they're able to, that means our own perspective should not, and our own opinions should not override our discussions. We have our
Yeah.
opinions, we have our viewpoints, but then balance it out as this viewpoint and that viewpoint without the ego getting into it. I'm saying this is right, you are wrong. No, your viewpoint is not suitable. You are right, but your viewpoint is not suitable. Separate the ego and the viewpoint, then non-hurting disagreements may be okay. Like
Yeah, correct.
disag-
That's what I'm saying.
disagreements will always be there, but it won't hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Rani has come for after a long. Rani, we need to hear from you, Rani.
Yeah, Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
I know it's been a long time, but I've been praying to Dada because work has really been kind of all consuming for a long time. So I got a department change, so better hours, and truly I've been praying to him for over a year because I just said, like, I wanted to spend more time and even have time to do, satsang, even do readings, things when I have free time. And if you're working, morning till late at night every day, it just becomes almost impossible to have any time to do any real effort or study or purusharth or anything. I've been feeling that way for a long time. Like, I pray when I have time, but the circumstances have just been pretty demanding, actually, for the last 10 years. So I finally feel it's only 120-day assignment, but it will give me some, relief, some time with to spend in satsang and with Dada and reading, and hopefully change the trajectory a little bit, because really at the end, that's what's important in life, is having time for this, not,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
how are you managing the work and experiences at work now?
I mean, I think the satsang was very beneficial for me because it's very difficult working in government,
Yes. Especially
very,
with our new what is happening. Yes.
yes. So, it that is, when Pulinanandji was talking about struggles and just injustice and these types of things, your intellect, the intellect's being tested daily, you know um eh, to the point sometimes where you feel like they want you to snap. They're making things so difficult, sometimes it feels like they want to, I mean, they've said they want to break the spirit of the workforce. So trying to stay positive in that environment is has been the test these last 2 years. But you know they cannot take away your inner peace. You have to cultivate that, but that's separate from, your true state is separate from what's happening. It's just sometimes it's when I'm outside of work, much easier for me to imagine that. When I go into work, by the end of the day, I've lost that, resolve somewhat. So I feel like it's cyclical. It doesn't stick for me throughout the I would say I start off the week strong, and then by the end of the week I'm tired, irritated, and Rani's, intellect and things have kind of taken over. So that's what's going on with me. I'm slowly just even trying to read a few chapters of Aptavani each day, take notes, and get that routine back, that time back to spend with this, because I've really been feeling bad missing satsang. I've had calls at night, have not been able to join. So I've been feeling like, you know, what have I've done something bad to keep me away from this, or not have the time to do this like I wanted. But you know, hopefully for the next 120 days at least, I will be able to spend more time doing
Okay.
these
Can
things.
you, Pulinanandji, can you help her in some more insight?
Yes, I can definitely. The nice tips are there from Dada Bhagwan for such a situation. You see, Rani, satsangs or readings or maybe this thing, other things are there so that our awareness is nurtured. Awareness of I'm pure soul and separate from the body. Awareness that I don't want to hurt anybody. Awareness that I want to square up all the karmas. So that we don't get engulfed in our daily work. Now, today your situation is such that you are forced to remain in that work environment, which is too demanding and exhausting. So, even if you don't get reading, your inner resolve is always there with you. Your inner Purusharth is always there with you. What you could perhaps do is, just bring about that awareness at work where you're spending a large amount of time. So one of the resolves you could perhaps do is that I will practice seeing Shuddhatma at my workplace or during work or whenever possible. I'm not saying continuously, but wherever possible. So what will happen is little bit of separation will take place because when you see Shuddhatma in others, you become Shuddhatma yourself. So that's a minor separation taking place, or it'll enhance your vitaragta, sort of. So just make a resolve when you get up in the morning or when you go to work that I want to see Shuddhatma in everyone, And then you just see as much as possible. Then work will come, you'll forget everything. Then maybe during lunch break or maybe during afternoon, you will realize, oh, I have not seen so many Shuddhatmas. So just spend a minute or so, not more than a minute.
Okay.
Just
Definitely.
briefly, just close your eyes, situation permitting, and just recall who are the people you met across throughout the day, and just see Shuddhatma in each and every one of them afterwards, after the event. That's also acceptable. Dada knows that this is going to happen. So
Yeah.
maybe that is how the agnas would come into practice, the first two, and you
Yes.
will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. That, oh yes, I'm anchoring myself in the pure soul awareness. I'm anchoring myself in Shuddhatma, so pure soul awareness. So that is one thing you could do, a resolve to see Shuddhatma, and then in pause breaks, every 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whenever you get, just see it. So what will happen is you do it twice a day or thrice a day, every 3-4 hours or whatever. Then that will be, so this is one thing that could perhaps help you. Second thing that might help you is consider that, oh Dada Bhagwan, give me the inner strength to square off all the files at work. Now consider work as a file, people you're interacting as a file, and just bring that awareness that, oh, today this file has come, give me the strength to square off this file. It could be a meeting, it could be an event, it could be a discussion, it could be a tour, whatever, everything is a file. So just seeing that, please give me strength to square off, and then go for your work or assignment or whatever. So again, that will integrate the fourth agna in your working routine.
Yes. Okay.
I'm giving you tips of how to integrate in your working routine
Yes.
because you don't get spare time. Okay.
Yes, I need
Because the entire science is a matter of just bringing the awareness of the five agnas. That's all. ये जागृति खाली लाने की है बस. तो उसके लिए for that निश्चय decision is required. So just maybe you just put a post-it pad or a sticker or something somewhere in your home where before you leave you can see it, maybe at your exit door, maybe on your fridge or whatever. That you have to see Shuddhatma, you have to do Sambhavinika first. You have to square off your files and you have to see Shuddhatma. Just 2 points you move. So you just read it and it'll stick back. Then maybe on your desk or something, wherever if possible, put a small thing so that your eyesight goes over there. It's a self reminder. Basically, it's a reminder.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Now that will be required initially. Afterwards, it'll get ingrained into you after a month or so.
Mm.
So initially, you could start off with these two things, which will help you a lot. Then third thing you could perhaps do is for the separateness from the Prakriti, is talking to yourself.
Mm.
And that is telling Rani, take it easy. Dada is with you. Rani, take it easy. Just say Shuddhatma. Rani, this assignment has come. This person is so wild. This person is not understanding. Rani, take it easy. I am with you. Take it easy. I am with you. Take it easy. I am with you. Dada is with you. Whatever.
Mm.
So talking to oneself also is a very powerful tool that the Bhagwan had given, which he himself was also doing. He would talk to Ambalal Patel, maybe in the mirror also when you're passing by. No, I'm with you, don't worry. Why mirror? Because then you can see yourself as a third
But
person.
yes, yes.
So then it becomes easy to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe in the morning while doing a brush, we see ourselves in the mirror, or when we dress up, say after bath or something, or while we are just otherwise passing around a mirror, say during lunch, you're going to wash your hands, then in the wash basin, you have perhaps a mirror. So just say, hi, hello, how are you, Rani? Fine, things will go, take place, okay. Internally talk yourself, see in the mirror your face, and just talk to yourself. That will bring that awareness, that will bring that separateness, no? So
Yes.
talking to file number, because when you talk to file number, obviously you're separate from file number one.
Correct. Right.
So automatically you come in the I'm pure soul awareness.
Yes.
So I'm just giving you a few tips of how you can remain separate from Rani. Uday Rani is Uday Karma are like that. And how you can remain separate and let the Uday Karma get squared off. Rani's Uday Karma getting squared off. You don't get engrossed into it or entangled.
Yes. Yeah. That's
So for that, these are the third tip of talking to yourself, maybe just like that, or just in the mirror, whenever during the day.
yes.
At least while going in the morning, and at least while going and when after returning or before going to bed.
Mm.
Just a minute or so, not much. Anyhow, other day, good, I'm with you, don't worry. Just say, oh, Shuddhat much, just say Dada Bhagwan for 2 minutes and then go to bed. That much to can be done.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that much I can certainly do. Yes.
So I'm just trying to give some very practical tips. So that might help you a lot.
It will.
Then there is one more thing which might also work is, just people have a little background music. People put that phone or a mobile and ear pads and then listen to music while they're going for walking, jogging, or even while doing gym and all. People play a little bit of music so that the attention is there. Same way, you might like to play a little bit of background score in terms of say Om Shuddhatma Om Shuddhatma Chu. That is in the pause moments. I'm not saying this. Say while you're driving or something, or not while driving, but whenever you're a little bit of free, just chant it 5 times or 10 times. And then leave it at that. And then sometimes there are some work or some activities where you don't need full attention. Then you can just that goes in the background also that much. I am pure soul, I am pure soul. See, when I'm having bath, then I don't need that too much of attention. So that can go in the background. While I'm preparing to go for the bath, I say I'm gathering my clothes and then I'm going. So in that pause moments, you can have this background music going on.
Yes.
That will silence the unnecessary mental clutter that is going on, cutter putter.
Yeah, that's what's happening. So, yeah.
I know, because for 17, 18 hours, you are just dealing with all nasty situations, favorable and unfavorable, more of the unfavorable category. So that will overflow when you come back home also. He did like this, she did like this, he doesn't understand. I have to do this, I have to do that. So that mental chatter will just overflow in your work, in your home also, at your home.
Yes. Yeah.
So to silence that, one thing is telling yourself, telling your mind and intellect that come on, your job is over, now you are home, so close that office file And just mentally, like, a shopkeeper, when the shop is over at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, he downs the shutters and goes home. And then that's full stop. No customer, no. Same way, you must put a mental shutter. Now job is over. Now I'm at home. Now I'm a normal person, a homely person, a worldly person. So when whatever thoughts come, okay, please come tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock or your work or whatever. So just tell the thoughts. Tell the
Yeah.
thoughts. My shop is closed. Come tomorrow. I will attend to you tomorrow. I will attend to you tomorrow. 3-4 three, 4 times you tell like this, automatically you remain in the present, basically. The crux is to remain in the present and not to have the overhang of
Right.
work. Okay? So that's a mental discipline which you can enforce.
Yeah, I want
Because
to share,
anyway,
Pulinanandji.
even if you think about it at home, anyway, nothing is going to work. कुछ होने वाला नहीं
Right,
है.
right, exactly.
So it is an unnecessary drag on your mental energies. Unnecessary
Correct.
drag. You get
Yes.
unnecessary exhaust. So the crux is forget it, come tomorrow, देखा जाएगा, and nothing. And in fact, you know what? When next day morning you attend to that problem or issue, a good solution will emerge. A good solution will emerge.
Right.
Because every
Instead.
solution has its own timing. Don't think beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, you will have mental clarity, because if you have reinforced yourself and brought in the present moment at home, then the chitta shuddhikaran will help you to get a good quality decision making, a good quality solutions to your issues at work.
Yes, that's very true, right? Because that chatter is very unproductive.
So
Yeah.
make a mental discipline that, okay, shop is closed, come tomorrow. Simple.
Yes.
Initially, you may have to be a little more strong, then afterwards, you get used to it. For 1 week, you'll have to just hammer it. Nothing doing, come tomorrow. Nothing doing, come tomorrow. Nothing doing, come tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
hmm.
I want to share myself, in my office, I always used to have Asim Jayakar in the background, very slowly. Okay. So when some guys used to come and talk to me, they said, "Oh, this is very soothing." So I used to tell them, "Hey, when you're stressed up, you can come and sit in my office and listen." They liked Asim Jayakar. So that was a very, and like you said, shutting off the mind, I had people working all over Korea, Europe. So it was 24 hours, right? But like you said, after I come to work, I close my mind, and when I'm shaving in the morning, I have paper and pencil. A lot of thoughts will come. I have to do this, then I write it down, and then I take that to office. Worked very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
that was one of the things you could do, of shutting off, and then a background score, maybe Asim Jekar or maybe Shuddhat Machu, whatever works for you, or maybe both of them, no problem. Then maybe there are some things at home, you're tired, कुछ नहीं समझ में आता है ना, just pause, just take a deep breath, just sit down comfortably and observe. बोलो क्या है, tell the mind what thoughts want to come, what intellect pops up, where is the chit going. Just be a active observer of the antaskara without getting into it or judgmenting good bad. Just dekho, and I tell you, for some time they will come and go, and you'll enjoy the process. Non-entanglingly observing the antaskara. So that could be one of the things that might help. Occasionally, you can even do chit shuddhikaran, in the sense that at home, when you finish your, say, daily course at the evening, night, or whatever, and you have some time, then just do a little bit of slow deep breathing, and just reading of the three mantra or something, eyes closed, as if those big letters you are writing on a blackboard, like
Yes.
that visualization portion.
Yes.
So 5 or 10 minutes of that will also help you a lot.
Okay.
It'll close the mental chatter of the mind and maybe the intellect. So these are the few tips which will help you in your hectic schedule. And what happens is, if the chit becomes Shuddha, then the quality of decision making improves, and the productivity will go up. In small time, you'll be able to do more tasks because the thought process is clear, decision making is more accurate.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that mental suffocation will also reduce. Oh, so much work to be done. Arey, I'm not able to do this. Arey, abhi ye kya karega? All that will reduce.
Yes.
That overwhelming of the work will reduce.
Yes. That's definitely what's needed. Yes.
I could guess it from what you just briefly told.
Yeah.
So these are some pointers, and maybe just practice it and come back next week and tell us what's your experience on that.
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Okay, and it was nice. Thanks,
Jai
Rani, for coming.
Satchidanand. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Jai Satchidanand. Time is up. Pulinanji, can you do 3 mantra, please?
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo
Namo
Vitragaya.
Vitragaya.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo
Namo
Arihantanam.
Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo
Namo
Ayariyanam.
Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo
Vajjayanam.
Vajjayanam.
Namo Loe Sawasahunam.
Namo
Namo
Loe
Loe
Sabba
Sahunam.
Sahunam.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Sarvabhava Panasano.
Sarvabhava
Sarvabhava
Manglananja Savesem.
Mangalam
Mangalanam
Sarvesam.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Imam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand, Pulinanji.